Greetings, this is Frena Riventra, half-elven YouTuber. I come to you once again with a Critical Role reaction. Tonight's episode, Bill 27 of Camping 3. We will return to the Story Bell's house as they try to negotiate the apprehension of a fugitive by means of a deadly race. Before I go on, I must point out I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role, its YouTube or online channels, its YouTube or Twitch channels, or any other online businesses we have. I am just a fan, chatting with my fellow fans. Oh, as you can, if you can make out, I finally got my new Critical Role apparel. This is for whatever the classification is. I did end up getting the first night of Avalier. So kind of slightly a bit of an unboxing video as well. The Critical Role hoodie with the how do you want to do this? This I were open, but the watercolor Critical logo, and this one, which I actually got two of, one for me, one for my sister. Love is what makes people. I think this was for celebration of Pride Month. Okay, we got a few minutes left. Quickly, just go over something. Hang on. Hopefully I can find it with enough time. Funny note, while trying to, if you can see it, like, in one of the corners, it may be inverted stuff, but I have my new Hell's Bells logo / symbol, based off my original for the Bells Trollers symbol. Funny thing, when I was putting it in, inserting it, something went wrong and I accidentally deleted my screen capture instead. I'm pretty sure I aimed right, so I think it was actually my account glitch. If you inexplicably feel like it was me, feel free to comment. I'll probably ignore it. Shoot. Okay, at the end, okay, what I wanted to show you, I don't have enough time to, was basically, a while back there was a video, about where someone reviewed, all the Vestige of Emergence. It was, did videos, discussing topics of Critical Role, and, it has recently come out with two videos on the Vestiges of Divergence. The first one was on the 10 that appeared in the actual campaigns on the show, and then the second was the the 14 that have yet to appear. And I have pressed comment asking you know, what would their comment, what their ideas for new vegetables might be, including I included one of my own design. At the end of the stream, I'll try to find it and show you. But let's get
everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical
right.
Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Uh-oh.
Our
Where
first sponsor
is
Quip.
Ashley and...
Okay, and I know what's going to happen. Sam's going to pop up as a lounge singer, Ludo McGillicuddy, I think was his name, and perform some stupid public domain songs. So, come out. Come out, Ludo. Ludo?
Sam?
Just get over with. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
On
It is me, Dallas.
profession, I kind of figured out
Bouvier,
they're going to do a
the
switcheroo.
best female lounge singer this side of the Pacific. Skibidoo-wop-bidoo.
Yeah,
Isn't everything in America this side of the Pacific?
Don't you steal my punchline, Mustapha-Lees.
Sorry about him, Dallas. Mufasa here is the Quip Public Domain Lounge's most abrasive customer. That's right, abrasive, like those other electric toothbrushes.
But Quip is all about sensitive sonic vibrations for an effective clean that's gentle on your sensitive gums. Zibba-zoo-zoo-zee,
So there's two of you now?
Yeah.
Cause 2 is the magic number, Merlin, with quick toothbrushes. Quip
To be fair, these
toothbrushes
aren't exactly
you
people
can
you
earn daily
should
points
be,
for brushing.
I'm not sure if you really can feel
minutes,
if it's
2
make a
times
complaint
per
about being
day.
called these two great characters.
Yep. She's also here because Ludo McGillicuddy was running out of ideas for this bit.
This bit is getting old. Zabba-doo-boo.
Do you dig
No
the grumpy
kidding.
crime dog?
Last time, my name is Matt. Matt!
Marzipan.
Michigan.
Mbop.
Missy Elliott.
That's not it.
Mitsubishi
That's
how it gets
that's
a little
a
bit.
car.
I got a new chair. I think.
Middlemarch.
None of that. Now we're just scattered.
Gotta make sure I put blue and right places.
Okay, Marge from The Simpsons.
Martin from The
That's how it is.
Simpsons.
Maggie from The Simpsons.
Hair
No
got broken.
one from The Simpsons. Look,
No,
can
yes,
she's
no
saying
one from
this,
The
but can you
Simpsons.
please talk less and sing more?
Absolutely, Murder, She Wrote.
Okay, here's a song, a public domain song. A 2, 3, 4. Can't see it though. There it is. A little higher. There it is. A 2, 3, 4. Quip Smart Electric toothbrushes are great for adults and children too.
They have new smart motor that connects to an app.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure no one has. copyright song.
Earn rewards, you know the way.
Oh, that's annoying.
Quip will encourage good habits like brushing 2 minutes twice a day.
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
Quip.
Yep.
Start getting rewards for brushing your teeth today at getquip.com/criticalrole25 and save 25% site-wide when you use code critical25. Good night and good habits.
Then we leave.
Wow.
Oh my God. New top five.
Yeah.
New top five.
I don't know about that. They put it on novel. Yeah. The Time Life.
Well, thank you, Sam and Ashley,
That was
and,
so good.
and Quip. What have you done? This episode is also sponsored by Thorum, makers of handcrafted, unique wedding bands out of everything from meteorite to whiskey barrel, right here in the USA. Thorum has been making rings for 10 years now and takes great pride in their amazing customer service, quality, and original designs. Every single purchase includes a free silicone activity band, so when you take a ring off and do stuff that you don't want to damage it, and a wooden ring box. Plus, they make the process as easy as possible by offering ring sizers so you can get sized at home. So whether you need a wedding band, anniversary ring, or you just want a ring that looks awesome, head on over to thorum.com and use promo code CRITICALROLE, one word, to get 20% off a truly unique epic ring. Marisha.
Guys, guess what? We have our first in-person event with all of the lovely critters in almost 3 years. I know.
I really
it's
wish I
been
could go. I
it's
really
been
wish.
a long panini. On July 23rd at 5 p.m. Pacific, we're going to be doing a panel at San Diego Comic-Con. We're back, baby. The amazing Christian Navarro will be moderating, and for our Far Away Critters, the panel will be available on our YouTube channel at 10 a.m. Pacific on July 28th. Oh, Laura.
We have a shirt.
The terror.
We have a new logo shirt.
I saw that.
It's called
Oh,
our
boy.
Critical Role Gradient logo T-shirt.
Cool.
It's called that.
Yeah, I've
It's
got
on our
my
website.
Excel.
Check it out.
Logo.
It's got our logo, and
It's
it's a
pretty.
gradient, and it's really pretty.
It looks kind of like our
I like it, but
sunset,
I also
setting
just
on
don't
the set.
see me have a whole new majority.
Oh, that's so great.
Maybe later when
I think with the arrival of our fantastic bards at the end of the table,
Holy.
I didn't think I could crush on you harder, but
Well, you know, I just
it got me.
Pretty
it's
good.
really something else.
Dallas.
Just
Pretty
Dallas is a.
it's the thing.
Sorry,
Well, I believe that finishes our announcements. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
One by one we climb until we reach the top. Two by two we fall.
I gotta get start getting more new characters of this. Destiny. Hold your breath and roll.
How do you want to do this?
It's Thursday
Hey, night.
all ye critters, come join us. It's time to
Continue apply.
There is
It's
magic and mystery. Who knows what will happen? But one thing's for sure, they never give up on the fight. From the healer to the renegade, we all share
Share
the
the
same
same
goal. Adding more
More
allies,
taking more chances. Hold your breath and roll.
It's Thursday night.
Oh, you
Critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, they never give up on the fight.
It's Thursday night.
And welcome back. Some folks are a little late on the draw that time. So, last we left off, Bell's Hells here in the city of Bassaris, on the central southern side of the Hellcatch Valley, have come at the behest of Lord Eshtaros to hunt down and return Lord Amon-Treshi, who is responsible for much of the chaos in the city of Drusar. Upon arriving, you've gotten some interesting revelations through meeting a new friend who themselves have lost some of their memory but have unique ties to the past of Fern Calloway. Fern, in reaching out to your mother, realizing that they're not that far away, and in fact should be coming to Bassaris fairly soon. Upon trying to find a way into or decide how to get towards Amon-Treshi, who is currently held, confirmed to be held within the seat of disdain by the Paragon's Call faction of crawlers, you have plotted some possibilities. And in preparation for one of these possibilities, the event known as the Death Wish Run, the terrifying, deadly race that is utilized as a means of celebration or conflict management or just searching for glory or death within this city, could be a means of getting in with the faction of the Paragon's Call, get closer to your goal. You went and spoke with the resident chief engineer, Imahara Joe, who apparently does a lot of the repairs and construction of the automatons and the crawler machines throughout the city and beyond. And through this conversation, one began to commission one of these skirmish crawlers to be utilized in such an event, with the possible lean that if you appease one of the factions, or at least beseech them for membership, and this is your test, they might give you a loaner or two with an emblem that they would give to you. Imahara Joe also took a glance over here at F.C.G. and seemed to be quite entranced by the history that you may not have been aware of, the seeming possibility that you were not built by a dancer, but indeed may have been something much older. Speaking of dancer, also found out the dancer is still alive and had passed through town a short time ago.
This bitch right here.
I'm sure there's a reasonable...
But as we finished up, with a lot of these events kind of stacking around the corner, you all decided to find a new place to sleep, given that the previous one was found after you were followed by the Paragon's call, and began making your path to... Yeah. Can't even dodge it. Can't even avoid it. Fine. Towards the undercarriage.
Been a while. I think that's
More
that
severe
one's
elements
dying
associated
out.
with this specific caravanserai, of which Ashton had memory of. And we're headed there when we finished. So, picking up from where we left off, you are trudging now to the nighttime streets of Bassaris, pushing through the crowd of strangers and individuals that peering eyes might be hopefully not seeking you for their own particular mischievous reasons, heading towards the caravanserai itself. What would you like to do? We could pick up upon you arriving and gathering rooms if you'd prefer. Unless you have something to do on the way.
I think that's a great place to start.
Okay. So arriving here at the undercarriage, this element of the city, the buildings are quite close together. There isn't like a central city street as much as there are extensions of the alleys. And it's kind of a maze-like walk network. Knowing the city well, Ashton, we also advise everyone to kind of stay close when you go through here.
As for the let's level up,
you're holding onto your
Burn and Chitney
queen purses.
both have a level in rogue.
But upon turning a few
What do you
corners,
think
you
their
come to the
subclasses will
exterior
be?
of the undercarriage, which is
I think Burn, we could say maybe
series
go
of
with Thief.
platforms.
We might
A
be
number
surprised.
of large standing ladders that connect to almost like catwalks.
Chitney?
And
I
upon
don't know.
these upper catwalks, there are networked platforms
So
between them
he
that
uses
where they
physical
intersect tents.
Unless
are
you
set up.
could
And the individual
reskin
rooms
them.
themselves are
With
almost like
your boy.
scattered little bits. It looks almost like a smattering of nests
me just look up
that are
what
built
different,
atop this
other,
strange, awkward
subclasses of
position
rogue
structure.
are.
But there's also rooms underground too, in addition
Indeed.
What do you call a rogue subclass?
From what you can tell, most of these tents are shops. These are not the various inn-based rooms here.
That's so cool.
But as you approach, you look and see what the lights are, and people are climbing up and around, and they're going from little shop to shop, little tent, and set up distribution sales points. And then towards the base of it, within the walls that surround it, you can see there are openings and stairways that curl below, where you assume is where the rooms for the night reside.
I want to go to there for real. That sounds so cool.
Mm-hmm. If only.
I am there for real. Okay.
Acquiring some rooms here, relatively inexpensive. How many rooms are you needing for the night?
I think 4 would be a good call.
Are they rooms or are they
Tarp-walled
hostels?
No, these are underground. These are. It would almost be a dungeon if it wasn't furnished a little better. So it feels like a series of cells underground, but they're closed doors and they have means to rest.
They're rooms with a dungeon theme.
Rogue archetype.
Yes.
Do they have a solid wall
That's
on
me.
all 4 sides,
Oh,
or
no.
is one side bar?
Maybe.
No, it is a solid
I
door.
think there's a more intelligent maybe.
Don't worry, nobody watches you sleep in a creepy way.
Yes.
Well,
Exactly.
are we sure? Are we sure we want to do 4 rooms? Because I feel like we always end up in the same. In a couple
what
rooms.
goes around
Couple
comes
rooms. I'm pretty easy.
out.
I mean, 4 is good, just in case anybody wants to celebrate anything.
No, 3 rooms. 3 rooms then, 2 rooms.
Okay.
All right. No, she makes a good point. 3 rooms, 2 rooms, maybe 2 rooms.
I
are
don't know
just
how
fine.
many beds are
Let's
to a
split the
room.
difference and do 3 rooms.
I think 3 rooms is a nice middle ground. Yes, please. 3 rooms.
All right, 3 rooms. Not a huge issue here. We'll say for the night stay.
Yeah, they tend to pile up together. Yeah.
3 silver.
Oh wow. Okay.
Big spender.
Exactly. The somewhat thick-shouldered ogre that is currently running the front area kind of glances across the rest of you. There's a big cloven gash across the lips where you can kind of see, even when the mouth is closed, the teeth kind of peek through ever so slightly, and there's just a continuous little dribble, heads down the chin, looks past the rest of your group. Okay, you got rooms. And his lips kind of whistle a little bit as the breath comes through as he closes it. Hands over a few keys. Each of the keys you can see has a tag on it, some sort of a cloth tag that has a number on it that designates to which chambers you look for. And you don't get them back to back. There's two that are next to each other, and then one appears to be 3 numbers later. So there was a slight separation.
Okay.
But you descend upon the stairs into the dark earth underneath. It is quite chilled down here, especially at the night that is far below, where the sunned surface of Bastards keeps a decent warmth throughout the early portion of the evening, so the chill immediately hits you, especially since you've probably been sweating through most of your clothes, and that dampness immediately begins to grow cold in this temperature. But
how far away are we from All Minds Burns?
I'd say you're about a 15-20 minute walk.
Okay.
And we came in the dark, right?
But
yes,
would use intelligence for
other than shopping and a little bit of drinking. Not particularly good drinking, which is surprising. This is just a good place to chill out, not be found, and maybe solidify the plan for tomorrow, which I feel like we're pretty reasonably solid on at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, all we can really do is talk to that.
Doesn't matter, right? But
I'm just going to be myself.
And then you show up and say we are recruited to work for General Ratanish.
Who's the dwarf guy?
And then, if all goes south, then we challenge him to a race.
That also may be. There's a couple ways that this may end in races, in the cars and death, but that's okay. It's going to be fine.
And then once we're in there, then that's how we gain access to finding out where Treshy is hidden, right?
That's. I mean, it's easier than sneaking in.
Going in when we're we challenge you to a race for Treshy.
I think they would actually just kill us at that point. I think this is the nice middle ground between sneaky, which we're not particularly good at, and intense and straightforward, which we're also not particularly good at. I think
Are we good at anything, really?
Yeah.
You're good at woodworking.
Well, sure, that's obvious.
You're all very attractive.
We know.
I'm good at carnal pleasures. I'm also very flexible.
Are you?
Yep.
What's your dexterity?
Going with the flow or in your body?
Both. I did miming back in my hundreds.
You did?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
What do you do?
He doesn't know.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
I demand insight, and I also demand a performance
Why
check
do
on
you
that.
even need to ask for an inside check? What the fuck?
To see if there's actually glass in front of you.
I demand a performance
That's
check.
good.
I have feelings
Probably.
about mine.
Is this
Try to lose it.
And space character
shield
and cut me.
Yeah, like spectral rope or something?
What's that
It's
fierce wind
based on
blowing in?
Chutney from
Use glass.
I think he's a bit rusty.
Hey,
it was a
roll performance check.
mastermind road.
First one of the campaign.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
I've never looked at this tab before. It's a 4!
All I wanted.
Well, it's probably
Even
Really talented.
the illusory rope looks like the T-shirt that Laura's held up in previous post things. It just doesn't quite fit and shakes in place.
I know what you're talking about. Those T-shirts are amazing.
What are you bringing that out for now?
I don't know what
Yeah,
We're not supposed to
and
see
the
that.
editor's like, no.
Completely sequined?
Maybe.
That invisible box is a little wet. I feel like you're pressing through it a little.
Too much. It has been a couple hundred years.
Yeah,
but, we're all onions. You just have to peel the layers to get to the good stuff.
You know what, Chutney, I don't know if I have ever asked exactly how old you are.
I kind of stopped counting after the 3 somethings.
Wow.
Because then you're just kind of fucking guessing. A couple hard nights of drinking and other stuff. And you wake up after a certain birthday and you're like, shit, which one is it?
You think you're worth a 4?
Probably.
How old do gnomes live?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
If we don't know how old we are, how are we supposed to find out?
Oh shit! Is that how many years I have left? Oh,
No, it's as if this is the day.
Oh. Yeah, 1 out of 100.
Could be.
Ah!
It's been a while since we had comeback out.
Now I have
What
to.
happened to your hands?
What
is going on in the studio? Wow.
What?
I tried to write something and I didn't realize this is filled with liquid.
You guys can't come straight to the game after trying to rob a bank. You've got to separate it out.
Oh my
Well,
Gotta remove the ink packet.
Man, pencils over.
So basically, we know the plan.
Yeah.
The plan.
Right.
So that's it.
Yes,
Are
I
we
know
all
the plan for
nervous that if we're recognized, Treshy bugs out of town?
Sure.
There is a
Or
risk
just has he
that
killed
Treshy will
with
catch
the legion
on.
of people he has.
Well, we were
guarding him?
all at that. I mean, we all had a pretty reasonable excuse for being at that party in the first place. I was working. Clearly, you all were working. He didn't necessarily have to know that we were working to fuck with him.
No, but
But it's weird that we
you
were there.
You were there, Ashton, and you had a mask of the Nightmare King on.
I
The
did.
person that he's the reason that Treshy had to leave town.
That's true.
That's also assuming that Treshy actually talks to Ratanish and that shares those details and blah blah blah.
Tannis
blah.
ain't gonna say shit.
Right,
I don't give a
Ratanish
fuck.
won't care, but
And
I don't know.
honestly, if Treshy sees us out in the courtyard, that's just really bad policy letting someone that you're actually guarding be out in the
This is
courtyard.
why we're
A whole bunch of
diversified in
random
our
fucking
approach.
people show up.
know that they're guarding him?
I mean, that's what they would be paid to do, I suppose, since they are hired muscle.
did it seem like he had guards with him when you were watching him
He
smoke?
had 2 escorts with him, and he seemed really jumpy.
Escorts.
I mean,
Yeah, I
just
knew
be
he was
jumpy
going.
because
I was wondering who would go,
on the
who would
run
be the one to make the
with
comment.
Not just us.
Could be. But we were in the place where he was, and now we're in the place that he is.
Yeah.
So do you think
It's only the people that like he was around and saw through the ring fiasco.
it probably won't be?
They stay
It
behind.
may not be at this part.
Everybody else
But do you think?
goes in.
If not, do you? But
And
do
you're
you
gonna
think?
do the talking?
Comment if you
Ashton.
think next part
I
I
don't.
mean, you've been doing
we'll
a
actually see combat.
bang up job.
How are you sweating ichor right now?
I'm trying not to lie.
You have a big tell. I'm aware that this is definitely a flaw in the plan, and I'm hoping I can communicate in our base language of punching people, and I feel like we have a little bit of a
Good luck.
rapport in that direction, and maybe it will
4 hours, 20
go in
minutes.
that direction.
Can you make him better at talking before we go in there tomorrow?
Maybe I don't.
I think I
Oh,
can.
it'd be,
Yeah. If we have a little heads up, yeah.
Some sort of like I have to take some sort of like classes on how to be proper or anything like that, or is this just sort of
I sense a montage.
No, please.
I don't montage.
The rain in
Salad
Spain.
fork.
Calls me
I
main
place a
dish.
book carefully on the top of his head.
Well, it feels to me like we should be ready to brute force this if we have to.
Brute Fort actually is
Bruce Fort, actually.
Bruce Fort.
We've got to be ready to Bruce Fort this because if Ashton isn't able to shout our way in, I mean, first of all, if we do get in their good graces and we go in, we're hoping to like fly under the radar and get near Treshy. I think it's going to go south. If it does go south and we see Treshy, are we trying to grab him and yank him out of this place?
What do you mean when we're in there, like working for them?
What if we walk up and it all goes south?
He's right
Okay,
here.
so remember how when we had that amazing plan the other night, and then the next morning it all went to shit, and we just kind of adapted to it? Maybe we could do that.
I'm always a fan of that, to be honest.
Who
that's
has
the back-
the
that's
little
like-
bubble bead?
I think I have it.
Oh no, I should
You
still
have
have it. I have it.
The
This is what happens when we keep stealing from each other.
Help me.
Unless did you take it from me, Fern?
I probably did.
I'll look in my pockets and see if I actually have it or if she has it.
Yeah, she has it.
I actually don't
Fern.
remember when I
Fern.
took it. I was just keeping it for
Well, okay, not
safety.
to
Do you want
worry.
it?
Yeah, I would like that.
Let me just.
Oh.
Where does she?
Oh my god.
I think it's in my everything.
It's a good question. I've been interested to find out.
You had it in your ear.
Well, just for just as safekeeping, because it sticks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I never noticed you have like a little.
Yeah, there's a little
right,
spot
well,
for
A
stuff.
lot of pouches.
Little pouches everywhere. You just wouldn't even believe it.
Guess that's why you weren't responding to our questions half the time.
Show of hands. Who was not a part of the ring fiasco? Dusk, Chetney, Laudna. Put your fucking hand down.
I
You
wasn't
were
a
part of the ring
100%.
fiasco.
You were dancing with him.
Jesus.
The first ring. I thought we were talking about the at the store.
Although I was a loud asshole at that party, let's be
That's
fair.
okay, but they know
I
your
understand we were
face.
talking about that party. Can't you be like a quokka or something? I mean, I could turn into something and hang out in somebody's pocket.
The return of the
Or, you know, there's multiple
idea.
possibilities.
I could shave my head again
No.
I mean, it's growing back so nicely.
so that he wouldn't recognize the purple hair.
Wait, weren't you blue? Or weren't you
Was I
bald?
blue at the party? No.
No, that was after.
No, after the party.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
the party. I was
You
I was
became
just
blue in the
normal
jungle.
me with a mask on there. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
Metaphorically blue.
if everything goes to plan, which clearly it won't, gonna go in there, say we're looking for a little work while we're in town because we're filling out some of our own contracts in town, which if I have to get called on it, we'll talk about your parental issues. And that we need a little extra cash on the side. And he said, call him up when we're in town, and we're in town, and I'm calling him up.
But we do need to be prepared, right, to get trashy? That's
No,
what
we're not going to do that. No, if we come across him inside, we're not going to make a move. We're gathering intel, getting close. We're rubbing elbows.
Unless he makes a run for it because he
Unless
realizes
something
it's
weird
us, and then we
happens.
strike.
Sure.
But if something weird doesn't
Throw him in the
happen,
hole.
we get to like walk in and out of that place just when we'd like to, if we're just getting a little bit, if we're doing contract work.
Right.
So, you know, no one's going to look twice at us going in, and if we're very clever, which clearly we're not, no one will look twice at us leaving. I mean, it could be it's almost a good plan. It is so close to a good plan, and it's the closest we've
And then
been.
we say, "Death wish."
If anything goes wrong, we say death wish
All right.
very loudly.
All right. This is great.
Wait, so the race that we're gonna be in, that doesn't have anything to do with Trashy.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's just for funsies.
It's just a fallback.
That's just the emergency.
I figure if you can't get out and stuff, you don't
Worst,
you
we
have to
got a
race.
vehicle to use.
Will that
I'll
stop
also
you?
say, since only so many of us can be on that
Because let's
vehicle,
face
it
it,
also means it's
once
a
they hear different
distraction. if
stuff,
other
they're like,
people
oh
wanna
yes,
go in
we
and,
definitely
like,
do
take
that no
care
matter
of
what.
it. There's a lot of options here. It's very flexible. It's very
Stuff-
flexible.
It is.
But it is
It's
a react.
loosey-goosey.
We'll have to make something, otherwise it's just.
This is playing to our strengths of
Just-
chaos.
Yeah,
We're
right.
getting to know the city better.
So, yeah.
It's a little nicer than when I lived here, I will admit.
Things.
So the inside team that's going to be like, hey, we want to be a part of your cool gang is going to be Ashton,
Yep.
Laudna,
Yep.
Dusk,
Yep.
Chet.
Fucking know
So
it.
great. Our best talkers are going forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just the people that.
Calm, level-headed negotiators.
And it's
I'm quite charismatic.
going to just be picking up some work on the side. We're not joining the gang. We're picking up some work on the side. They're not even listening.
Yeah, it's real. We're just
What's
basic.
happening?
We're
What?
basic thuggish rugging it. Like that's just we're just doing
Shrugging it.
thuggish ruggish. Sound.
Yeah, there it was. I was waiting for it.
90s. Woo.
How have we done so well already? Okay. Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're gonna wake up and do that. Head straight over.
Yeah, well, I'm going to grab a drink on the way in, but yes, yeah, that's the
All right.
plan.
Great.
Breakfast drink.
All right.
And then unless they ask us to like sleep in the barracks or whatever, we'll come out afterwards.
Okay.
I think
You
so.
look very distraught, Orem,
Yeah.
with an edge of pensive.
No, it's gonna
Principally
be
distraught.
It's gonna be great.
I believe you.
We can just stand outside and have an anxiety attack together.
I'm just gonna be ready to throw down. It's gonna be great.
What should we do?
Great.
We should have an emergency thing to yell if everything goes to shit.
Outside team?
We could always like go eat or go
Other
see
than
a
help.
show.
Yeah, that's what I was
no.
thinking. We might just like
Just
go
go
get
eat
some
or
food.
something.
Although I suppose that would work.
I think, don't we have to pick up some items?
Oh yes, we have to get our We have a surprise. Did we tell you?
Guys, like,
We told you. We told you.
Yeah. We also have. I pull out the dynamite sticks. We have these too.
Those are dangerous. Yeah.
You just.
Yeah. Oh. And.
Constantly remind me why I like you.
I'll hide it again. I'll hide. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Fern, if you do your flame hands thing, try not to be holding one of those until you're ready for it to go boom, because the fuses probably go fast.
Yeah, don't slouch and put your hands in your pocket when you're doing that either. That'd be real bad.
I feel like I'm gonna. Who wants one? We have 5, so we have one for Dusk. Maybe you should take one.
I mean, if no one wants,
I'll
take it.
Loud nah.
Perfectly comfortable.
Holy shit.
So strange. My name just changed suddenly. I'm not
Ashton, would you like a dynamite stick?
Stats on fucking dynamite.
Sure.
Here you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, you passed out all of them.
I did.
Yeah, you don't have any.
Well, I can do it myself with my
I guess
hands.
that's true.
I mean, maybe not. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, it's okay. If I need one, I can take one from you guys.
Okay. Dynamite.
5 feet.
Were those shops open when we came into this place?
A handful of them.
Handful. At that moment, I'm going to head back up and just sort of pretend shop and see if anybody. I'm going to spend like 15 minutes seeing if anybody is staring at this place or if I recognize any of the people from.
Sure. Roll perception.
Yeah. That's 14 plus. I don't have my shit open.
You didn't even have your thing
I
open.
think it's a 19. Let's say that. I rolled a 14.
Come on, big whammy.
Nope.
Big money, no whammy.
Come on, big
Come on, big whammy.
Come on, big whammy. Come
no,
on,
it's a 20. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. From what you can tell in the time you're up there, glancing around, some of the shops are selling some oil for lantern maintenance. There are some that have like some nicer incenses for those who want to, rent rooms that maybe don't smell as good when they first enter them. Minor tools, some simple weapons. There's a whole essential oils thing. But you do not see anybody specifically who is wandering strangely or is familiar from your previous encounters. So you feel fairly comfortable that you're not in immediate danger.
Okay. And oil for what? Lighting lanterns?
Yeah, lantern oil.
I'll throw some silver or gold down to get a little bit of that.
Sure. I'll say 2 silver for 2 vials of lantern oil.
Okay, flammable material. Thank you.
No worries.
Should we pick up or is it time to go pick up the piece?
It's not time.
No. Okay.
All right. You all.
Do we want to see if there's a hidden puzzle in your postcard?
We certainly could.
Yeah.
Put them all out.
Imagine that.
God, craft time.
Just go ahead and have a
It's
look.
not craft time, it's puzzle time. 2 very different things.
I have
Ashton.
string. Okay.
I lay them all out.
Okay.
Is there like are there dates? Is there like an order of?
There aren't dates set to them. They're just, you were given them over a period of time at different intervals.
What does the handwriting look like?
It's all consistent handwriting.
Okay.
So, there's no like variation, but it looks like handwriting. Kind of nice if a little chicken scratchy at times, but it's consistent.
Who gave you each card?
These were from my parents.
Yeah, but
so I would get them. We would get them, I guess, in the mail at our home. Me and Nana, and sometimes they would come on my birthday. Sometimes just out of the blue, and just a surprise. So,
do you know how they were delivered? You ever see them get delivered, or?
I don't know how our mail system works. I think it's something to do with like probably someone walks them from a place. I really don't know.
Do I know how the mail system, the postal service of the Feywild works?
There isn't so much a postal service, more than there are couriers that work for the different courts, or so various fairies, pixies, fae, whatever the case may be,
And is
and other quick fae, in fact, quicklings in particular, which are called from campaign 2.
Is there a lot of mail that goes back and forth between?
Not often. It's usually political missives, occasionally letters.
There's a pixie that just serves people. Meet you in the Sealy court. Oh! Got another one. Sorry. Had to get that out of my system the minute it got in there.
There it is.
Is dope.
I would watch the shit out of that.
I would.
So it is plausible that there would be mail within.
It's plausible.
Okay.
Yeah, like, letters, missives, so all those things get passed around. Some of them magically, some of them by hand, by very fast fae. Like I said, specifically the quicklings, if it's really important, they travel extremely fast.
Who's going to be trying to find the pattern, I guess, in these things?
I think if we just stare at it.
Not that I care, but are there any markings on these that are like inked on that are not writing, like lines that don't necessarily connect to the
Before y'all leap in, who's going to be investigating this so I can help?
Yeah, who's got a good investigation? My investigation's not.
Mine's not
great.
Awesome.
Five. We have a 5.
Yours is
Chutney.
I think Chetney is the closest we have to like a monk character. All right.
Don't look surprised. Wise as fuck.
Wise as fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Wise or
He's
intelligent?
You don't know.
Okay.
We know.
Well, I'm gonna enhance your ability then. I'll give you Fox's cunning.
I remember that from campaign 1, but I don't remember what it does. It's temper.
I'll give you guidance.
Advantage on intelligence-based checks.
Is Fox's coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have
Guidance,
a D4 that you add to that, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, and guidance as well.
Alrighty. So, with these all spread out in front as you're all kind of gathered, Chetney, you begin to go into full, like, modern Sherlock mode.
I stretch first. I really get like my ankle behind my head, get the hammies loosened up.
This is
Get a
much
little
better mime than before.
Slap. I take out the wood chisel and I slice down my palm. Oh! And I wipe it down one side of my face.
Why is this?
No, this is his art. Let it happen.
Does that help?
It's been proven through the centuries. Okay.
Wow.
And I open my view, looking for patterns, anything that jumps together, anything that's consistent among all the postcards. I tap into a trance.
Look in his eye.
He's got blood in his eye. That's why.
That's what it is.
It does sting a little bit, yeah.
Fuck! I'm down to one eye. That's all I need.
Perfect. So go ahead and roll investigation for me with advantage, and then add a D4 as well.
Yeah. Lazy.
Yes, sir. D4. That's going to help a bunch. Wait, what?
It's the one that looks like a triangle.
Got it. 25.
24.
Wow.
Whispers! Oh my goodness
whispers.
gracious! Just in time to find out that if you become a D&D Beyond subscriber and unlock exclusive monthly perks, this month unlock the Clockwork digital dice set and the Vecna dossier to add Vecnas to your game. To add Vecnas.
Add a Vecna.
Multiple Vecnas? It says Vecnas with a possessive Vecnas. So it's Vecnas something. Maybe it's Vecna's smell?
Vecna's.
Eye, hand.
Vecna something.
Vecna's dice.
Gooch.
Vecna's dice to your collection. Oh, okay, good.
My God.
Where did you go?
Did you know that at the beginning of time, there was only Chetney? And then, no, just fuck. It's strange as I gaze upon this beautiful collection of postcards. Fern, these must be very, very dear to you.
Very, very dear.
How did you receive them your whole life, like at random birthdays?
Times. Yes, random birthdays, random times of the year. Just, I think, whenever I would ask about, think about them, they would just show up.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's and you've had them for all that time.
Oh, yes. I mean, they've, for the past, since they left.
90 years.
Yeah.
It's just so strange because all of the, the corners seem to be what I would call in mint condition almost, and there's very little wear and tear. It just seems strange for something that's 90 years old or even half that long that, they just seem so mint.
Well, I take such good care of them. I think they're the only, things I have of my parents, so...
We should pick one. I was ready to bid a gold that you had nothing. I'm really glad I didn't do that now.
Hold.
There's multiple reasons that this could...
There's one way to find out.
You just said... What did you just say? That you would just think whenever you would miss them, you would think about them and then they would show up?
Well, I think about them often. But definitely for birthdays, something would show up, or just, when I would reminisce with Nana, and we would get to talking. Sometimes it's like maybe they heard, maybe there was some type of connection. And
there's another thing, Fern, these postcards, I can tell the mass-produced shit from stuff that's handmade. Nothing like it. The art on the back of these postcards is beautiful, but they're all one-offs. They look like
handmade.
one-of-a-kind paintings of location.
F.C.G. Could you do a detect magic on one of these things? I feel like we're being led somewhere.
did.
Well, I didn't
Oh, we did
identify.
Wait, what if... Are you sure it's been 90 years?
I'm pretty sure. Around that. I think... it's been a long time. It feels like 90 years. I think I'm 112. And I think they left when I was...
There's too many variables in the show.
3? 12?
Telling ya.
I don't know. It's so weird.
What if time is so weird? What if when you came over or something... What if it's only been like a little bit since they left? Is that strange? Is that possible?
I think that would be a wonderful thing. The only reason I say that is because I don't know why they would stay away so long. I know they had a lot to do, but I imagine, if you have somebody in your family, you probably wouldn't leave them so long. Yeah. So maybe it's just been like a year for them, or like, just like a couple months. So
I'm pretty sure I've only been here a couple of months. But then again, I didn't know where in time or location they got dumped out.
I'm gonna see him in a couple of days.
You might have gotten dumped out and it's only been a couple months, but for them it's been 90 years. Mm-hmm. Well, to Chet's point too.
What did you see, Chet?
What?
Did you see something else?
I saw really nice artistry.
That means they're in such good condition. Normally, when things go through the post, they get a little beat up.
It's not just the post, though. You've been holding these things for your entire life.
Oh yes, I keep them very good care.
How often do you read them?
Your entire life.
I read them, I don't know, a few times a week, just checking in on them.
Definitely.
But I open even my my
sun.
I mean,
I don't mean been touched.
Any offense. Yeah, you're a bit of a messy bitch sometimes.
I know, and I totally understand. I think just these I've just tried to keep really clean, but
We may also have done you a disservice in not asking you more about Nana. Have you told us much about Nana?
Well, I can. She's wonderful.
Is she also from the Feywild?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
How's her painting skills?
Yeah. Is she Ollie or Birdie's
Well, an amazing painter.
mother?
She was an amazing painter.
Oh.
Do you know what her handwriting looks like? Her?
Huh. That is something I didn't quite think about. I don't think these are from her.
Instance of nature.
Sure.
I think it's at least 2 minutes.
The writing is similar, but also my writing is kind of similar to hers. You know.
Who was the one who told you? Because if you were so young when they left, did your parents say that they were leaving to go save the world, or was that a story told to you by Nana?
Well, I remember they told me they had to go. I remember giving them hugs, and I was very sad, of course, but very happy to be with Nana because she's one of my best friends.
How are you related to your grandmother?
She is my... I think she's my mother's mother.
You're not sure?
She's my mother's mother.
You
I
think?
feel like I've forgotten now.
Fern, I'm just gonna say it out loud. Do you think there's a chance that Nana was protecting you from
Yes.
what your mom and dad might have gone off to do or had been doing?
Well, maybe that's possible.
I mean, in theory, we're about to all meet Birdie and Ollie. Pretty easy way to get to the bottom of it. Then,
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some explanation that we'll get to. You know, if they didn't, you know, write the postcards, then I mean, it's very possible that it was Nana, or maybe they would tell her, and then she would pass it along.
maybe, yeah.
But we'll find out. We'll talk to them. We'll see. I'm sure there's, of course, answers all around.
Well, we love you.
Okay. I
Very
love you
much.
guys too very much.
And whatever comes out in the wash, as they say, you know, you have us, and we're here for you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Wow, I feel so weird. I feel like I feel very confused. Like my brain is a jumble.
She's asking for you purposes.
Do you need a moment to?
No.
Do you want to send it? You want to try to talk
I'm
to
just
them again?
Let's head to bed, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll sleep on it and...
Yeah, I'll sleep
get a
on it.
Good night's rest for the plan tomorrow.
Yes, very wise.
Yes.
Things are always clear in the morning.
Yes, we have such a big day. We just have so much to do, so we should all get super, super rested. Don't be down. You guys all seem like you're so sad. It's fine. We're gonna figure this out.
Everything, yeah, it's totally fine.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah. And we're gonna see them in just a little jiffy.
In just a little jiffy. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be
all
great.
the time in the world to catch up.
Yes, I think it'll be wonderful. Okay. Well, wait, are we at the... We're
in
here
the-
at the hotel.
we're in
We're in
Okay.
a place right now.
I'm gonna go to sleep so I can get an
Alright.
early head start. You guys all sleep great.
All right.
Turn those frowns upside down. And we're gonna get to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Unless I should do a watch.
I'll stay up with you for a watch.
Okay.
Just because it's a first night in a new place.
Sure.
Don't worry about getting a sneak on us.
I'm gonna pull out the pencil.
my taut pencil.
Taut?
And use my mage hand to float it over in front of Laudna. And I'm just gonna write on her notebook in front of her, "Can we talk?"
I just nod.
I'm gonna get up and walk out of the room.
Or not. Next part
Before
two
you
tonight,
go, can I
this
grab you
night,
for a
or in the morning.
Just really quick. Just really quick.
Yes.
Really quick.
Yes.
I need to get some water.
Right there.
That was the best part.
You didn't see that.
Great. So. So. Do you want to go to dinner sometime, maybe?
To just like get to know each other, or like how do you mean?
Like, yes. To get to know each other better, just you.
Would you? You would. I mean, we could just go as a group too. If there's like a big bonding, is that what you mean? Or like?
I kind of get the vibe that maybe you like me, and because I kind of like you, and.
Oh, great.
I asked, Imogen, because
great, a triangle.
There was some sort of tension between you two, and I asked her, and she said there really wasn't anything between you two. So maybe. Like she was like, okay, yeah, I did sense vibes when I asked her. So, do you?
It's like a date. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just
You say anything to that?
Oh God, there's something in the back. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, that's just pate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. This hasn't really happened to me before.
Wait, really?
I'm sort of, off-putting, I think, to people. Being like the whole not fully alive thing. So,
oh no.
I need a moment.
You're awesome, and you are funny and really friendly, and like you have great hair.
Oh,
and,
do I?
Yeah.
I had to pull another chunk of it out.
Oh, see.
Does every girl go back, or is she going to be actually currently bald by the end of this?
Just left her a parting gift of a chunk of hair.
Yeah. Little troll.
Hold this.
Yeah.
I've received worse.
Frazzled as you are, you dart out of the room and follow suit to where you...
Yeah, I'm just standing in the hallway.
Hi. This has all been a
I told F.C.G. he could help with this, but I just don't know if we I'm sorry.
I don't want to fight anymore.
I don't either.
I miss you so much.
I miss you so much, and I know that you didn't do that on purpose. I know that fucking. She's crazy. She's in your head, and I know you don't want. Like, it must have been so scary.
It was
to have that happen.
But what's more terrifying is feeling like there's a rift in our friendship, and that's more scary than anything. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the pencil.
Oh.
I got you something too.
Really?
And I'm gonna pull out the ring that I bought. It's 2 snakes and a ruby. And,
oh my goodness. This is a lot better than a pencil.
I just.
I gotta get figured out.
You reminded me.
There's like a loose thing here. I gotta figure out.
It's kind of like us.
Yeah.
The ruby kind of
like a
reminds me
rock
of...
coming between us, but it's not gonna.
It's not. No more rocks. Between us, at least, there are more rocks.
It's felt so weird, all this thing going on, and we can't talk to each other about it.
It's been so much, and we just haven't stopped going since we got here, and then and then dusk is here now, and
dusk is here,
and she just hit on me.
She did. She did ask. I got the impression she was interested.
What do I tell her?
What do you want to tell her?
I don't know.
First thing, are you two an official couple?
Really, just wanting to make sure that we were okay, and just I don't think I haven't accessed that part of my brain in like 50 years. So
it would be strange, I know, to access that.
I don't want to hurt her feelings or anything.
She seems sweet. They seem sweet.
Yeah. But that's sweet. Yeah.
I had another nightmare. Yeah.
Oh my God! And I'm sorry that we couldn't talk about it. Tell me about it.
I had F.C.G draw this. It was. I wasn't in the field. I was in the middle of the storm already, and I looked around, and there were people in front of me, and they talked to me. She talked to me. She talked to me.
The figure?
The figure. And she said, "Oh, this is interesting." And there were people around her, and she was wearing armor.
She said, "This is
she had gray hair.
interesting?"
She said, "This is interesting." She was looking straight at me, and she had gray hair. She didn't look like anyone I knew. And then she lunged at me. And then I woke up, and Lana, I went to the window, and the moon was flaring. It was all orange outside, and there were other people looking up, like other people who were aware of the flare. And I felt like drawn to it. And it was weird because at the same time I was like scared, but it also felt like something was right. And I don't know, maybe that's more scary.
I forgot. I wanted to comment on last on the on their
Why are you wearing white? It is a very. I didn't want to.
I haven't done yet.
It's been a lot since we've got to this godforsaken city. Aurum.
You're all right. It's all right.
You're okay too. You're okay. Aurum didn't want me to look like me, so he bought me this white linen.
Your black is just coming straight through it. It's like all over.
I know, and I'm just like sweating ooze.
It's fine. You look fine. You look great.
Well, the moon is flaring.
Yeah.
That's got to mean something, and it's continuing to making its way up to the sky.
Had to do her own. It's rekindled. For better or for worse.
And they're very aware. Whoever's in the dream, whoever's in the nightmare is very aware that I'm there. That rhymes.
They're aware that you're there.
Yeah. I think, F.C.G wants to try this thing where he's like watching us sleep, not in a creepy way.
Creepy.
No, but it feels kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But he says that maybe if he sees when I start to dream, he can try to like access my mind or something, and maybe he can be there too. But I remember at one point when I had the stone, I had it in my dream, right? When I was holding it in my hand, and I talked to you about this before, and we just haven't been doing it. Yeah. But I really think maybe I should just hold on to you and
maybe I can be there. Because what if it's real? And I know we've said this before, that we think maybe it's more than just like a, dream. But that feels if they can recognize that you're there.
And it's weird because every time that it starts, it's like I forget myself. I forget anything I can do. It's like, it's so scary that I can't remember.
Your magic.
Yeah. To try anything, you know?
What if you're tapping into, like, an actual event that's happening right now, like in real time?
There's, like, people up on the moon just standing in a swirl.
It sounds
And every
crazy.
time I dream, I'm, like, teleporting there. I don't think that's happening. What if that's happening?
I don't know.
There's no people on Ruidus. What if there's people on
We should go to the moon. How do we get to the moon?
I would have no idea. Okay. Well, I'm glad that everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Yes, just, you know.
You know what? Maybe we can pretend to still fight, and we can let F.C.G work us through this, because I know it would mean so much to them. Yeah. Like, it would make them feel so good to think that this was because of
part of it, right?
Yeah, and especially finding out all the stuff about Dancer. You know, like, I think they really need it right now.
I mean, they've got to be going through something.
Yeah.
They seemed, if they could be pale.
Maybe we could, like, let them sort through this, and then we can also help them sort
Okay.
through their shit.
All right. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go and act like should I act like I'm really mad when I go mad?
And I can come in and I can.
Yeah, okay. All right, open the door.
Okay.
That did not go well.
Oh no.
Performance check.
Are you
Step
okay?
check.
F.C.G, I need your help.
I'm here. Well, what do you need?
Can you please come out into the hallway?
I open the door and I go, that's what I think of your stupid rock.
Oh no. I need your help.
Okay. I'm coming.
I'll storm out.
Okay. I'll as I leave, I'll hit Laudna with a quick transfer suffering, just to sort of absorb some of her stress.
Let's go through.
Calm. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'll hit her with calm emotions as well. It's gonna be okay.
Human Xanax.
Ooh, tingly fingers.
Honestly.
Just try to keep it together for just a little bit longer, all right?
All right.
And I'll go see what's going on, and I'll go out to the hall and try to track down Imogen.
Before you go, I'm going to walk up to Laudna. Nice ring. Who gave it to you?
None of your business, Imogen.
See? She gave you a rock. It's all good now.
Shut up!
I'm always right.
I'll go.
Oh my god.
I'll go out to the hallway.
Oh, they just read that.
Imogen, what happened?
Oh no, it just didn't go well. I just really wish we would have had you out here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about it. I'm sorry. I was distracted.
Oh no, you're so distracted right now.
No,
F.C.G.
I should have been there.
No, you shouldn't have. No, you didn't. No. Oh god.
Oh no, this is backfiring.
It's just I know we have to do so much. You know,
Nice.
we have to get out of the city, and we have to get Cyrus out of the city, and it's you know
Dancer and F.C.G. Cyrus. Wait, Cyrus.
What happened with you? What happened with you and her? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Do you need me to do the thing?
Are you guys, is this just you
I'm
or am I
gonna
there too?
cast calm emotions on F.C.G.
Okay.
Are you all right?
Maybe.
It's been a hard day for you.
Well, you too, apparently.
Will, look. Now that you're here, I think everything is going to be just fine.
Well, you had a bad dream, you know, and that could really mess with you, right?
Yeah.
And you need to figure out what it is.
I'm gonna hold his hands. Do you want to talk to Dancer?
I do. But what if she doesn't want to talk to me?
Then she's a dumb bitch.
Well, that's not nice.
F.C.G, you are special. All right?
Apparently. What does that mean, though?
No!
You're a good person.
I know. Apparently I am, but what does that mean? Like, why did she go away, and why did...
I'm sure it was a genuine mistake.
But also, what was I before? Like, all I've wanted this whole time is to have friends and experience things and have a life and have successes and failures, and well, it sounds like I had all those things and I just can't remember any of them.
Maybe you were freshly born back then, and you didn't have any experiences. Maybe that's why everything feels so new. You know? I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't sound like it, though. It sounded like I'm from a place where
Maybe
there was lots of people like me, and I never got to know any of them.
You know,
or maybe I did and I don't remember them. Or I feel like if I can find her, you know, and talk to her, she'll be able to explain, you know, what's going on with me or something.
Yeah, we should definitely talk to her. Maybe she didn't have the answers, and that's why she stepped away. Maybe she doesn't know you're alive.
Yeah.
Maybe she has a clue about your past, and we can research it that way. You know, Joe said other people were waking up like you. Maybe we can find one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
He seemed to know some leads. If we could find someone that was around at the same time as you, maybe from the same city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, she'll know, right?
She might. And if she doesn't, we'll make it our mission to find out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, if she doesn't, you know, answer me, would you reach out to Delilah for me?
Delilah.
To answer for me?
Oh, shit. Well, that's a scary thought, but...
Did you say that?
Uh-oh. That wasn't... that was not an unintentional slip-up with Iris.
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's fine.
I feel like something's going on with you, F.C.G, like deeper than... Deeper than you know.
Maybe.
F.C.G, you don't look good.
I'm pretty sure I look the same as always.
Well, it's about your disposition.
Your metal looks paler than usual.
I don't think that's possible.
It is. You've got a flesh tongue. I mean, maybe...
My
Stick
optical
out your
sensors
tongue,
are saying that it's the exact same color as it
well.
always is.
Well, maybe they're acting up, too.
Still no
Your
taste.
tongue looks pale.
No taste.
You know, F.C.G, there's been moments where you've kind of had like these little brain lapses. Can you remember when those happen?
I don't know. I don't know what she. I mean, it feels fine to me. I don't know.
This dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should just prepare yourself to expect that she's maybe not fully who you thought she was.
Well, okay. I don't know why. I mean, she seemed like she was... Okay.
What did Dancer look like?
Well, she was furry and tall.
She was furry.
A little fur.
Like fern?
Not. I mean, no, not the same. It's just sort of like a light fur, I guess.
All right.
Okay,
Had little floppy ears and.
Was she very tall?
She was pretty tall.
All right.
She won the.
I mean, taller than me.
Yeah.
And she was riding a horse at one point. Like through a field, and
I'm sure she was.
She had, or was it blue skin?
Oh no.
I think it was a horse, and yeah, she had a moon tattoo.
A moon tattoo.
No.
Like Orem?
No, that's Orem. Yeah, no.
Crap!
She was tall, and she had like a light sheen of fur.
Oh.
You can't remember what she looked like, can you?
No,
Either
that's
it's
what she
Aaron
looked like.
or maybe.
And she had blood coming out of her. And she looked scared. And she had blood all over her hand.
F.C.G, you do so much for the group in terms of taking on a lot of our emotional stresses and protecting us from our own mental traumas. That can wear on a person, too. You know, you just said Delilah.
And Cyrus.
In reference to Orem, you've been in a lot of our heads, and we've been in yours, and maybe you're...
I don't know.
It's a lot to take on.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I just need to take a nap or something, or shut down for a bit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I should be helping you right now.
Oh no! Look at this!
We're
Look at
great,
just look
we're
at.
good.
Oh my gosh!
But you were just
talking
having
to
a fight.
No, but you know what? Coming together over you is really
She really
solved our
was
problem.
upset. Imagine, she was so upset. She was pouring out her heart to me. She was.
I believe you. You were pouring out your heart.
She was. Yeah.
And she was as... I'm
I'm
sorry.
Thank you, F.C.G, for helping
You
us.
don't have to do that just for me. I mean, you wanted that rock, and she broke it, and you shouldn't have.
I shouldn't have.
But she felt terrible, and
Yeah. You're right. You felt real terrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah. All right, apology accepted.
And
I'm sorry that I reacted the way that I did.
you were very warranted in your reaction.
Thank you for your help.
okay, good. You're okay then?
I'm great.
We're good.
You're okay?
We're great.
Okay.
F.C.G! F.C.G, come on.
What?
Shit, you look pale.
I don't think that's physically possible, but all right.
Come, sleep. They have to sleep. You have to sleep.
All right.
Who's
Come
taking
on.
first watch?
Hold on, I gotta rewind.
All right.
During that whole conversation, as soon as they left, Orem looks across at Dusk and sees her looking a little out of sorts and walks over. You all right?
Yes! Yes.
No.
Thank you for asking.
Sure. Can I ask you a question?
I may or may not answer, but yeah.
Okay. Well, you're really good with that sword. And I've never seen anyone fight quite like that. Did you pick that up in the Feywild?
As far as I can imagine, before I was in the Feywild, I was a fighter of some kind.
Zero recollection, though.
Hmm?
Zero memory of that either. It's a really unique style.
I have different flashes, right? So, like, I remember being a kid running around by an ocean. But when did that happen? Or where? Don't know. I remember training with a bunch of other teenagers. But I don't know if it was in the Feywild or somewhere else.
Do you remember any of the kids you trained with?
Not by name. Not... Do you think that we could have trained together? Is that what you're driving at?
I mean, I would remember. I'd remember you. I also have a very different technique. Look, I'm a little stressed out.
Yeah. Yeah, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm far from home. I'm not optimistic about tomorrow, but that's fine. I just want to let off some steam. You want to fight?
Oh
and
my
I
God.
held out one of the toy swords from the Taste of
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
The other one, maybe not in here. You want? Let's go up.
Yeah.
Top side.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. I'm leading out with 2 toy swords.
Okay. As you're having a heated conversation, we'll say there's a brief moment where you both kind of stop and watch the two of them exit quickly back up top side.
Hi.
Sorry.
Dusk. Hi. Hi.
And then you continue with your conversation. The two of you head back up.
Hey. I'm so excited for our fight. Yeah.
So there would.
Mhm.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to hurt me. But maybe we could just try to.
Like just a little bit though, because like we don't want to get like too worn out for
How
tomorrow.
about best? Let's do first one to score 5 hits.
Okay. All right.
Does that work?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. I'm gonna take 15 paces back.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I also take 15. Oh no. We take 15 paces back and then like.
Okay, you guys are kind of standing as you emerge from the upper staircase. You're standing kind of in between this small, kind of open dirt patch between two of the large rising clusters of almost like scaffolding-looking structures where the upper tents and shops kind of glow above you. There are a handful of folks out here that are kind of just walking past, and as you both kind of begin to square off with wooden weapons drawn, some folks just kind of usher out of the way quickly while a few others kind of begin to lean up just to watch, curious as to what's happening. But in this moment of tension, you take paces apart from each other.
I say, this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, and you don't have magic, right? We're not using magic.
Orm's hair blows with
Oh, cool.
wind, and he spins his sword, and I fucking run at you.
All right, let's roll initiative, y'all.
Roll initiative.
Initiative.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're rolling.
Rollies, motherfucker.
Oh no.
They are.
It's time for rollies.
10.
You do not truly know someone until you fight them.
So you've tasted their
19.
wood.
All right, so this halfling
White
with a
House.
burst of speed
Why?
rushes before you are properly ready, and you get to go.
Shit.
Oh my god, it's been so long since we fought.
Do you remember which goes around?
It's been a while since we had a fight.
Okay, so I am attack. All right, so I run at her, straight at her, and swing the wooden sword up in a sweep and try to knock her toy sword out of her hand with first blow.
Alrighty.
That is a 19 to hit.
Does 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so you strike the sword, and you're attempting to.
I'm using one of my battle techniques, disarming attack. You have to make a strength save, DC 16.
Oh god, that's 16. Ooh,
Super
that's cocked.
Oh,
fuck.
That
would have been.
Oh, the ledge! What the shit? You got some daring dice.
Did you all see that? I tried to jump.
I did.
That would. I can't figure out how to make it do the thing, but that's a 2. Straight.
So, but a flash, there's the sound of heavy wood on wood, crack, and your fingers let your weapon fly as it arcs and lands on the ground about 10 feet from you. You are currently disarmed.
I'm not done, and then I just roll under their legs and swing around and swing in the air and whap them in the butt, or attempt to.
Whapping the butt.
That is
cocked. It is cocked. That hits. That's a 27.
Yup.
27.
Oh my god, you get like right between the cleft, like sticks there. I'm like, oh my god!
Like a locker room rat tail on your butt, and then I keep rolling and go another 20 feet away.
That's a hard
Come up
locker
to
room
position, blade in hand, shield up, wooden toy sword at the ready.
All right. It's your go. The blade is about 10 feet from you in the other direction, and he's about 20 feet from where you're standing now. So it's 30 feet between the blade and him.
Okay.
What's your speed?
Okay, 30.
So you could not get your blade and walk to him in the same round.
So the blade is between the two of us.
No, again, he rolled away. It's actually behind you, so you're in between the blade and him.
Okay.
So
Oh.
So
I turn around and book it towards the sword.
All right, so it's 10 feet of movement. He's now 30 feet from you, and you have 20 feet of movement left. What are you going to do?
I'm going to ready an action and to dodge.
Dodge action. Okay. Okay. You watch as she goes into a fully defensive position, kind of glaring back at you with a grin.
Okay.
You're up.
Orm, you're quite a bit taller than me. Eyes you up and down, looks at your stance, tries to figure a little bit out, and then runs. Shit, I'm just coming at you.
Runs at you to hit.
Cool mood now.
Bum wee, bum wee.
Hit you in the face.
I'm gonna. Oh, boysies. Okay, I'm gonna run at her and barrel roll again and try to swing the toy sword at her ankle and try to knock her down with a triple attack.
So with the disadvantage on the attacks because they took the dodge action.
That is an 18 to hit.
You got me.
Okay, so that is, you have to another strength save, 16.
So strength save 16. This is the first real hit. Because you disarmed, but you went for the blade. Unless you were going for like the hit. In the first hit, were you going for the sword, or were you going for her?
I'm going for Dusk. I'm trying to get my 5 tags in.
Okay, so this will be the second tag.
Yeah. I rolled a 5.
Okay. So
you're...
Yeah. Bah! Ah! Let me do your ankles!
Then, with the boots of striding and spring, I pop 10 feet up in the air.
Now here's the point. You were holding your action. No, you dodge.
dodge.
You dodge,
Yeah.
right, yeah. So, never mind. Go ahead.
All right, he flees up, and I'm going to land 1 foot on either side of their body and try to bring the wooden sword all the way down and stop with... I'm going to come within like an inch of their face.
Okay. Go for an attack.
And if I fuck it up... no, let's not fuck it up. Oh, I fucked it up. It's an 11.
11.
So what happens then?
Well, that's
so you try to...
I'm just trying to tag you.
So he's coming down, and you know the movie's going for. How do you react to get out of the way?
I grab the blade and try and flip it.
Okay. So you go to strike downward. You notice as Dusk kind of just barely dodges out of the way, parrying it with the hand, and then as it strikes the ground, grabs hold of it. So for your turn, you can try and disarm him if you want to take your action doing that.
Yes, I do. So
this is going to be a contested strength.
Oh, my strength is balls.
Oh, God, same.
That's...
Oh, okay.
Would you call that cocked or would you call that 16?
That's a 16.
Would you call that 16?
You can definitely read that 16.
Yeah. This is a...
Strength.
It's not a save, it's just... So that's just a straight 16 for me.
So,
18.
So with that, your blade is pulled from your grip.
Pull it. Cool. I reverse it,
And
point up towards your neck, and go...
Is your Flemmenibbeschwen yet?
Technically, it would be down towards it.
That's true.
Technically, it would be down towards his neck. 'cause
That's
he's only,
true.
Like,
Oh, I'm on the ground. I thought.
But it's true, but you can use half your movement to get up if you want to, because it's your turn now.
Okay. Yeah, no, from, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get up. I flip it, roll to the side, and hold it up to his neck.
Okay. All right. So now you have no weapon, but you have your shield. You have his weapon, and are holding it aggressively.
And I have an offhand weapon as well.
What's the offhand weapon? A real weapon?
The sword that I picked up.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, so Dusk has picked up
both swords.
Both swords.
Both swords. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it's your go.
Okay.
Sword for a face.
I'm going to. So the one blade that you got pointed up, I basically like monkey grasp the stripper pole and bend backward and try to wrest it out of your arm. No, I'm doing this. And I just throw my body back in an attempt to wrest the toy sword out of my hand.
We've been paying attention to the road.
Okay, so you're attempting to.
I'm just trying to pull it out.
Right, not the sword, or are you trying to take Dusk and like pile
just trying to take a
Okay.
sword out of Dusk's hand.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I'm not
So go ahead and take another. This is a contested strength roll.
I let him. Okay, what'd you get?
19.
I let him take it, and
Okay.
I fling it.
Okay,
So if you're gonna, are you gonna like try and backflip away, or?
I'm assuming my action is just to take
exactly,
take
yeah,
the sword.
because it's an action to try and do it unless you have
Okay.
special ability like what you have with the
Because you grab it,
Mm-hmm.
assuming that I'm going to.
All I'm trying to
also
do
grab it.
mechanically is take the sword from you.
Okay.
Flavor-wise, I threw myself onto my back to like try to lever it away more, and then as soon as I know that I have it, I'm going to flee jump away.
Okay. As a note, there was no resistance in the pull, which does set you a little off guard as you end up striking the ground. Have no major issue there other than just caught off guard, and you can attempt to flee jump away.
Okay. So roll, ping.
Okay, you do get an attack of opportunity as part of the strike as he darts away.
Finish him.
Love him. Holy shit, dude.
Not
so bad.
Great.
Oh.
9 plus.
Oh, well,
is that with dex or?
With this weapon, it would be strength.
Okay. Then that's a straight 9.
Straight 9. Spirals away into the air, lands.
Swish.
3-point landing with the shield face down on the ground. Blade up. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, now your go.
Put him in a body bag.
Oh, wow.
More folks are starting to gather and kind of watch over the side. Some chuckles and some whispers.
Are you tied right now?
I have 3.
I have 1.
So tired.
That's what that means.
I take a run at you, sword outstretched, and I leap and jump over you at the last second.
Okay, make an acrobatics check for me if you don't mind.
Like a bunny rabbit.
Parkour.
12.
Parkour.
12. Okay.
Very short.
He is very short, so the DC wasn't super high.
All right.
So yeah, you leap over and land on the other side.
Boom. Back of the head.
All right, roll an attack as you go to try and strike from behind.
Yes.
Come on.
God, are you serious? Strength 10.
I throw my shield onto the back of my head, sensing what's coming.
All right, that finishes your go. Unless you have a bonus action.
I do not.
Okay, you're up.
Okay.
think so.
Pivot around with the shield in place, drop low, and roll under them.
Okay.
And try to stick them in the back twice.
You got it.
Stick him in the back.
First one misses. Both miss. 3 and a 2.
You are now prepared, no longer kind of caught at the jump, and with the roll and the strikes, you're starting to glean the technique that Orem seems to be utilizing to his advantage. And in doing so, you just dodge out of the way, quick parries with the sword.
That's gotta be face shit.
Got it, man. I step over because you're still
I'm in range.
You're in range. I step around and do God, what is it called? Fuck.
PP dance.
Yeah.
Flurry
yeah.
of blows.
The PP dance. So it'll tap your side.
Got you. To bypass
Go
the
under.
shield.
Yes.
Got
Yes. To go under shield.
Oh.
A 9.
Good
Roll like
And
shit.
I, instead of whacking it off, I hold it there
Instead of
for a second.
Yeah. All right. Or
I smile at dusk over the top of my shield, and I jam a toy sword down into their foot for a 21.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, it hits the toe. The sting hits. That little like throb in the foot.
And then I lean away from you since you're leaning into me. I pull the shield away and pivot a bit so that you fall forward a bit and try to spank you as you go by. That is a 17.
What's your armor class?
Let's get the roll. So I make the roll. Yeah, okay. So I go over, I crouch into a tumble and spring up, but before that, you get me full on the ass. Like, full, you can hear across the courtyard, everybody else in the underground bunkers.
Yeah, about five or six voices in unison go, oh.
I'm really sorry, that's a little more than I meant to do, and I start gusting to cool the schmack.
You cool the smack? You want me to smack? Cool the ash smack?
It's the reverse way. Is he a guster?
I lean the full 3 inches because you're so much taller than me and help you back up. Sorry.
Rousing.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
It really is not like anything I've encountered before. I'm tempted to say Faye.
Probably. Well, thank you for helping me discover a little bit about myself, both about my style and about the tenderness of my, Anyway, would you mind giving me some pointers?
Yeah. I mean, I've never taught anyone. But
you schooled me already. So.
Pretty good. Tell you what, if we make it through tomorrow, absolutely.
What are you doing tonight? Sorry. I don't know. Sorry. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's okay.
It's really complicated.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah.
You're gorgeous.
No, you do not have to justify it. Okay. We're fine.
This is fucking scattershot.
I'm just waiting for Lana to one day just go up to Jetney and say, "Listen, Jetney, I don't know."
So it's not a.
We'll pretend this is not gonna happen.
And it's more than that. It's
full form of dread.
It's complicated.
Full form of dread.
Start walking
And
away.
he,
Red in the face.
see how much he went to himself.
No harm, no foul here, right? Like, we're good?
Absolutely. Rain check.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool. So good and very bad cheating.
He's really blushing, like intensely. You can keep the sword. And he just kind of awkwardly walks back towards the lodges.
Hold on. Like a sword and compared. I'm like.
Tokens of rejection.
Yep.
Make a little shadow box.
My summer.
Bye.
Is there any other business for the evening?
Just
I think so.
No, just gonna walk back to the room with you and just open the door and.
Darn, that's what I wanted to add back to that moment. Who's taking first watch tonight?
I am, yes.
Yes,
Chet
two
and
of
I.
them.
Can you? Oh, are you? Okay. Well, if you're.
We will do everything that you need us to do. and
Okay,
get it done for sure.
if you're taking a watch, if you're really watching,
for sure.
Can I
peeled.
request? And I'm just gonna lean over to Fern. Can I request that you keep a close eye on F.C.G because I just feel like I just want to make sure
He's
okay.
having a breakdown.
What exactly is going on?
Yes, I absolutely will.
Okay.
Just I'll make sure that this is watched.
Okay.
I know what that sound was.
Okay.
I'm sure Fern will be responsible and communicate to me whatever you just told her.
I will.
So that we can both do our job.
In your head, I repeat what I just told Fern.
Huh?
This is why I don't.
Huh?
Nothing.
Did you need to say it again? Go ahead.
All right.
As we go into the room, I am very, very exhausted, and I turn and I get way up close to your face. If anyone ever makes you feel bad, I'm going to fucking kill them.
I believe you. I really do.
You're the best
We all
of us.
do.
Sleep well. Fucking kill them.
The most ominous compliment.
Sleep well.
Perfect.
This is what you picked up in the fucking mind.
All right. So you guys take first watch?
Yes.
Yep.
You can roll perception checks if you'd like.
18.
Perception, where is it? That would be 21.
21. Okay. Your watch goes by uneventful, thankfully. A relaxing evening. Everyone else is taking the rest. Some pushing through levels of anxiety, others might not be as strongly steeped in, but nevertheless, you.
I wanted to show you the progress on the music box.
Yes, show me. I was going to ask.
And it's got like really brilliant filigree around a nice cursive font that says, "To Mama Birdie and Papa Ollie." Perfect. Yeah. Pretty good, right?
That is incredible.
Oh, it's not done. This is just a work in progress.
Oh
but
my
I just
gosh,
wanted to make sure we were in the
already
right direction.
Absolutely. I didn't know you could write like that.
15 minutes left until break.
I'm a wonder with my hands.
I really bet you are. So I can see that.
But you know, such untreated wood is usually good as is. But I just wish I had something to add, just little flecks of color in some of the indentations I've made. I just don't have any. I don't have any paints or anything like that.
Oh, well, I don't think I have any either, but I think it's beautiful, just the natural quality to it, and when you carved in, it sort of changes the color of the wood, and I think it's perfect.
Do I believe her?
Make an insight check. And you can make a deception or persuasion, your choice. Based on
not bad.
Based on what your response means to you.
Natural one. 23.
100%.
You do
Loves
not have
it.
paints. I want to know if you have paint or not.
Oh, you want to know if I have paint?
Any paints, anything like that.
Trash keys.
That is like a 200-page fucking
Yeah,
book.
that's the biggest. There's one.
you can't
There's one page that I haven't written down on. I'm not going to read through this whole thing.
Paints, paintbrushes.
I don't have any.
Check the index.
I don't have anything that I think could
I
work
love that
for
you were
paints.
wondering if I was to ask you. Of course, you fucking love it. It's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
amazing.
You need to roll for that.
Oh, I thought, yeah, no, it's wonderful. How about that F.C.G thing?
Do
What do you
paints?
think she was talking about?
Do paints.
I don't have pants. I have,
I don't think she painted
That F.C.G thing?
Yeah.
What about it?
Well, what do you think is wrong with him? How Imogen was saying something's wrong.
I mean, he's probably just tired. Like, fucking
Yeah, like
been
he
a
needs a
busy day.
reboot.
Yeah. You ever like stayed up really late and you haven't eaten anything and your blood
my
sugar
God.
fucking
Yes, and you just plummet. Your
hangry
energy
is a term
Hangry
I
is all get
coined like 300 years ago. Hangry.
Hangry?
You're hungry and you're angry.
What a good coupling of words. I've never heard it before.
But sometimes you also just have to understand that you gotta grab your circumstances by the, by the scruff. You gotta find your inner alpha.
Because RTA.
Right?
Yes.
You gotta recognize it.
You gotta
Find it
recognize
within.
I gotta
Who
recognize
wants to hear
mine.
that?
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna walk over to F.C.G.
What are you doing?
I'm just checking on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put my hand on his forehead. Their forehead.
It's cold metal.
Well, he doesn't seem to have a fever.
Do you think he would get a fever?
Well, I don't know. He's sentient.
Okay.
So maybe he could get sick. I'm gonna open the eyelids.
Oh, boy.
There's no eyelids. There's no eyelids. That's right. Wait, so your eyes just open?
Yeah, but they're like, they dim.
That's like-
I think they
they're
dim.
just like-
That's right, that's right.
It's like you're scratching glasses. What do I look like again?
Flesh tongue and flesh eyelids.
All of a sudden,
He's an not a proton.
Not canon. Nope. Continue.
I love it. Slowly over time, he's just gonna get covered in skin.
Someone's gonna make us snap.
I'm gonna lean
He's a
my
real
ear
boy.
on their chest.
Okay. You listen in?
Yeah.
There's a very, very low hum, if anything, but yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish right now.
Maybe you had like a plan or, like form a specialty in, I don't know, machinery.
I do, but I just was wondering if I would maybe hear like clanking or something falling apart on the inside if he's not feeling well. But
And if you did hear something, do you think you would be the one to fix said
Yes.
falling? Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, I don't have that much experience, but I feel like if it came down to it and I had to sort of fix F.C.G. his insides, I probably would know how.
I'm sorry about your postcards.
Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about. I think I was really glad that you were able to glean some information from them.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you got? No.
No.
Okay.
Everybody here cares about you a ton, so I think they just hate to see you hurt, but it's also okay if you want to, tell us anything.
Well, I mean, I guess I didn't tell this to anybody. Pull out a little gem, a little green gem. My Nana gave this to me so that if I found my parents ever, that this was a very important gem that I had to give them when I saw them because it would help them save the world, I guess. So this is a very important piece of the puzzle.
That's incredible. What is it?
I don't know.
Make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Sure. You
I
know
saw
it.
the gem. I saw it.
19? No, 18. Sorry.
18. When you kind of look through it and kind of move it around, it plays on the what little bit of light there is in the room in an odd way. It seems like some of the shadows kind of flatten a bit, just slightly, to the point where you're like, this isn't just glass or a gem. There's something special to it. And kind of looking along the way it's cut, you can see there's faint grooves along the edges of it, and it's about that big. The grooves in the sides look like they are built to carry some sort of enchantment. So it definitely seems to have some enchantment within the gem.
This is amazing.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. I mean, can I give it a sniff?
Of course.
Any kind of a scent, trace, anything that's new?
Where were you keeping it?
Nature's blood.
Between my belt and my dress.
It smells very much like sweaty fur and a little bit of leather.
Are you getting anything off of it?
Just the scent of everywhere. It's so decadent. This is amazing. You should guard this. It clearly has some magical properties that I don't understand.
I think so too.
Your Nana gave that to you to give to your parents?
Yeah.
And your Nana was also, like, from the Feywild. What did she do? She a powerful sorcerer? Did she rule anything? Did she make stuff?
She's just my grandmother. I mean, she's very artistic. She's an excellent cook. But, we kind of live away from everything. And we live a pretty nice and quiet life. And I very much enjoy her company. She is one of my very best friends. And she's the only one who's really taken care of me. So I know her so much better than I know my parents. But I wonder if they'll remember.
Boy, I hope they do.
I do too.
Don't worry, if it gets weird, we'll fuck them up for you.
Okay. Where are your parents?
Oh, I haven't thought about that in a long time. It's been a couple of centuries at least. I left pretty early because I knew I wanted to go into the trade, but I jumped around a lot. And it wasn't until a long time later that I came home and they were gone.
Your parents? What do you mean?
Well, I had a couple of siblings and they all kind of scattered too, but they just never really stayed in one place. So when I went back home, they were just had moved on. Didn't really leave word. Oh, it's not a bad thing. It's kind of common.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we didn't have like a tight familial thing or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys just are raised and then you're thrown out of the nest.
Not thrown. Just kind of curiosity takes hold and you just find a passion and follow it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I meant to go back earlier and I just didn't.
Break.
No.
Well, that's the episode.
No.
All right.
I'm all about life's, what happens the next day.
Yeah. Just moving forward.
It's kind of like you.
I absolutely. I go with the flow and
I'll probably stop around
just
2.
keep on going.
Yeah, the flow.
Yeah.
Listen, I meant to give you this.
11.
It's not the right time, but I made yours first. If you ever want to, roll with the flow, this is for you.
Oh my goodness.
He's going out buying these, right?
Chutney.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a ride on the wild side. So, the invitation's out there, but there's been some personal shit tonight, so it feels a little tone deaf.
Oh. Feels like the punchline to the longest joke I've ever heard.
I think that this is just the way to make things better. I honestly just feel so much better just because of this. This is probably my favorite thing I have.
I know. Just remember, when it feels like you're getting moved around by life, just grab it and let it know who the elf is.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hate Pat.
I guess I'll wake up who's next.
No, yeah, I gotta keep working on this music box. You just keep an eye out.
Okay, I will. I just
Major,
sit next to
wait,
F.C.G
is that say
and
lore or
just
love? Did you
play
switch
with
it to
the
love?
3 sprigs of hair.
Okay.
His cables.
The head
Now
cables,
it's hair.
yep.
It's canon.
Stop making this the most nightmarish Pinocchio story ever.
Just some cadaver hair.
I hate it.
Every bit of lore that gets dropped about
Can I
F.C.G,
too?
more human parts.
Stop it. You can watch the
I sort of
Find
put
him around.
him in a braid.
Okay.
By the end of the campaign, they're just Leatherface.
Already in the direction, really.
Things that
skin all of a sudden.
Like jacket
There's like
patches.
elbow patches. Yeah.
Patches in a pipe.
But it's waddle.
We'll see for the sake of brevity that the remainder of the night's watches go without issue. And seeing as how we should probably get to a brief respite ourselves here for a minute, we're going to go ahead and take a break. The long night first half of the session here. Oh, don't apologize to me. This is all. Yeah, this is all. Don't apologize to me. This.
Last episode was a lot, and we all had to process.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, we have a lot we need.
Trust me, it's easy on me. I don't have to do much when you get to talk to each other like this. But yeah, we'll be back here in a few minutes to pick up in the following morning and the events that may transpire thereafter. So see you in a few minutes.
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. Can you put donuts in this? Only one way to find out. Style should never be a dumpster, darling. Roll an investigation if you want. It's basically perfect. This is a lot of stuff, you guys. We have like so many cool things right now.
I already seen all the stuff.
It's the little things in life. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
I wish I could go to that. Do I prefer to? Someday I gotta go to San Diego Comic-Con.
Taldore campaign setting reborn. The definitive 5e sourcebook that brings the land of Taldore to your game. Rediscover the land of Critical Role's Vox Machina with 9 dazzling subclasses, 5 rich backgrounds, and dozens of new creatures, feats, and magic items. The future of Taldore is in your hands now. How do you want to do this? We now return to Taldore Theater.
Okay,
the
seen this?
College of Tragedy.
I stabbeth thee!
I am stabbed.
Any last words?
Oh, most cruel treachery. But there is poetry in misery. Fate inspires in as it twists the knife and severs the golden threads that brought me to this tragic end. Thus die I alone. Thus. Yes.
I'll see what the next thing is. If it's not something new, I'll call it quits. Just quit it and go to take a break.
and your sorrowful fate is mine to alter. Shall your pleas be heard beyond the gates divine?
Alas, my charisma saves are for naught. Too plagued with regret to beg for relief. God abandons his child in life.
Ooh, I actually gotta look into the subclass to find out what it. We look into this. I might want to try a multi-class with this and Phantom Rogue.
I stab you again.
Phantom Bard
is too.
Christian.
Hold brief candle. This walking shadow spins its tale of hubris to the ears of arrogance. My fate is tragic, but yours, oh foe, is worse.
That's all hits against you are critical hits.
And filled with devilry that my dying words cannot encompass it. Tragedy awaits thee, who struck me down. Weapon attacks now score critical hits against you on an 18 through 20. An impending misfortune beckons me. Triumph and time grow short.
This would be a good thing for a to be partnered with a paladin. Where,
wilt thou give it me? Alas, my nimbus of pathos completes. A plague on both your houses! A horse! My twitchdom for a horse!
Die already!
Goosh! Goosh!
The rest is silence.
Next is not new. I'm just
misery into powerful poetry. Enroll in the Bard College of Tragedy with Tal'Dorei campaign setting Reborn. Available now at Critical Role shops.
Okay, I've already seen the wrap ups though, and reacted to it. You'll find it on my reaction to the YouTube channel, and it's actually the actual wrap up on their YouTube channel. But with that, I bid part 1 of this reaction adieu. I'll see you later in part 2, which I will record tonight. Alright. I thank you for joining me. This is Figuring Out Dementia, half-elven YouTuber. I wish you good fortune on the quest of life.